You got to recognize what you currently have and where you currently are. And you have to recognize also the issues and the bad habits that you have. You have to recognize where you are in life. You have to recognize what you need to change. And you have to recognize where you're going because of the fact that that's the number one step.
Turn that frown upside down. That's a smile. Let's go. Let's go. The Weal Spill podcast. Come
on. Hi, my name is Laquanette Rockmore, and this is my husband,
Pierre Rockmore.
What happened to Earl?
I don't know. He left with Samantha.
And this is the wealspill, and we are wise, everyday, abundant living. And we just want to welcome you onto our channel, and we just want to thank you for being here. And we also, for those that are new to our channel, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you can get all of our upcoming videos. Because guess what? This season is a great season. This season is a deep season. This season is a serious season, and this is a season that you don't want to miss. Okay, so please subscribe to our channel. We appreciate it. What?
It's a what? A serious. You say it's serious season.
It's serious. Oh. Serious.
Oh, now here I go joking. We welcome everybody. First of all, we want to thank God for this opportunity to be here on another episode. They coming now. Ain't they?
Yes.
I look back, I said, wow, we got
we're in season 2.
Yeah, we up on this should be like episode 20 or something, right?
But it's season 2, episode 4.
Yeah, but it's rolling. Like we going. Like we started this, and we stuck to it, and now it's just going, and it's a part of the everyday.
That's what happens when you speak it and you do it and you follow through.
Yeah, we got, like we said, we got it in the mind. We on mind. Hey, this season is all about us answering questions and practicing what we preach, because a lot of people want to know, hey, what is it, what you doing, put me on and all this. We trying to tell people, be transparent as we can on what we are doing, because it's not rocket science. It's not nothing new. It's the same thing that Rockefeller did and
Wayne Dyer
and Napoleon Hill talked about.
Yes.
And it's the same thing these people been doing, man. It's the same thing Jesus did.
Yeah, that's true.
Tap into the power that's within you.
That's so true. I'm glad you said that.
Because we have power in us.
Yeah.
And Jesus came that we may have life and have life more abundantly.
Yeah.
I want to have abundant life. I'm tired of, I don't want any more poverty. I had enough.
Yes.
I've had enough negativity in my cipher. I'm done with that.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to cleanse my energy and my life of everything that's negative.
Yeah.
And just live in abundance and live in positive energy and vibrate on a different level, on a higher state.
I agree. You know what else that I think that is that we are done with is, have you ever lived with with broken things? I am
3-legged chairs and you got TVs with no picture and radios with no stations.
TVs with no remote. I mean, seriously, I'm over it. I'm over living with things that are broken. Just fix it and let it be. Don't, if it can't be fixed, throw it away. That's how I feel. That's how I feel.
I had broke teeth in my mouth. I done fixed all that. Nothing is broken.
And what really got me to that, what you just said, and then it reminded me about last night, about us organizing the game room, and they had these little boxes next to the TV stand. They're little decorative boxes that I told them, keep your little trinkets or games and remote controls in it. But when I tell you, when I pull these boxes out, I can guarantee you I could have dumped everything in the trash can.
Everything except that pump that I bought that had batteries in it and it worked and you threw it in the
Where's
trash.
the needle?
We can get a needle.
No. Okay, but I'm just
you
saying,
the pump
didn't even have a back to it. It didn't have a back where the batteries go.
On it.
But that's what I'm saying.
No.
Like, you don't just buy a new one.
No,
buy a new one.
I bought that one. They ain't even pumped up a ball with it.
I mean, and I can tell you, there was at least like 3 sets of game headphones that are broken. Like, I'm like
Xbox, PlayStation,
game remote controls that are broken.
What I was tripping on is how many LED lights that they done bought that got adapters. What's that to?
Oh, the LED lights.
Like,
LED
what are y'all
lights?
doing with all these LED lights? What is y'all
gosh.
What do y'all do when we go to sleep with these LED lights? They're like, what's up with kids and LED lights?
I have no idea. I don't even want to get on that because our son just kind of really ticked me off with his LED light purchase that he just did.
Yeah, he bought some LED lights
for $92.
Like what is
that?
First of all, where did you get $92 that you can freely spend like this? Second of all,
that's my fault.
Why did you spend a whole whopping? And then what he said was funny.
Oh yeah,
he said, why? His brother said it cost $92. He said, yeah, it said 84, and then all of a sudden when I went out, it was 92. He don't even know about taxes. He said it said 84. Yeah, man. Hey, 84. That was too much. But anyway, I hear you though. I'm just like at a point of my life right now to where I'm taking self-inventory.
Yes.
Have y'all know what inventory is? Like when jobs do inventory, they take inventory to see what stock that they have on hand. Right?
See what needs to be purchased, what quantity on hand, quantity on hand, what needs to be bought, what needs to be on discount, what needs to be thrown away.
So
what's damaged.
A company take inventory to know exactly what stock and assets they have on hand, and so they can go get to it as quick as possible. They can get right to what they say they have, and then to make sure that what they think they have is adding up to what they actually have.
Exactly.
So I'm thinking that sometimes in life it's time to take self-inventory.
Oh yes.
Yeah, to take self-inventory.
And I think the biggest thing, the first part of that, of taking self-inventory, is you have to recognize, you got to recognize what you currently have and where you currently are. And you have to recognize also the issues and the bad habits that you have. Because when you recognize that, I don't want to go too far into my notes, but you have to recognize where you are in life. You have to recognize what you need to change, and you have to recognize where you're going, because of the fact that that's the number one step. We were talking last week about changing your thoughts to lead you into a better life, and with that, you have to first recognize where you are before you can even go into that step of affirmations and speaking stuff into your life. You got to know where you are currently, and when you are where you are currently will help you do the inventory that needs to be done. It's time. Most jobs do quarterly inventories, or my job does annual inventories, which is not good, but you should do quarterly inventory.
In life, you need to do daily inventory.
Well, that is so true.
In your life and yourself, you should do daily inventory and look at your flaws.
Yes.
Look at what's troubling you. You also got to look at like what you have done to others, what you do to others. I mean, you got to take inventory of your resentment that you hold. You know, your fears.
Yeah.
You got to look at yourself. You got to examine your inventory. You got to examine yourself. And you got to see exactly where you are. Because sometimes, like a company that does inventory annually, you got a whole 11 months worth of stuff
exactly
that you think is one way. but it's
Yeah,
another way. So
exactly.
if you take time to look at yourself every year and make a resolution,
Yeah.
man, you got a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
You don't add up like you think.
Exactly.
Because when you take yearly inventory, you have neglected inventory, your assets and your stuff for so long.
Yeah.
When it's time to take inventory of it, you realize that, hey, I thought I had this, but I really have that.
Yes.
You really thought you was a good person, but you took so long to look at yourself or take inventory, you realize, man, I've been tripping. You know?
Exactly.
I'm rotten. So I think it's very much when you change your mind and when you change your train of thought, you have to check yourself daily, frequently.
You have to recognize.
And take self-inventory.
Yes, that's right. And then when you take that inventory and you recognize your issues, your flaws, your bad habits, which is the biggest thing, the biggest step that you can take is recognizing who you are and recognizing where you're at and recognizing that you have to change. But that next step is also a big doozy. I said doozy.
Let me Google that. What is this doozy, man? What did you say, doozy?
I did say doozy.
Where you find that word at? That clearly you didn't get it from.
Stop.
Oh.
Okay. So, but anyways, the next step into recognize after you recognize your flaws and your issues is to confront them. You have to confront them, meaning that you have to decide that this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to what's going to happen. This is what I have to do that's going to change. This is that I have to do that's going to make me go at a 180 versus me going in the same direction that I'm already going. So it's like you have to confront what you've recognized about yourself so that you can move forward and you can be released of all the negativity and everything. And so you just have to recognize and then you also have to confront.
Yeah. You have to confront. Period. Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, recognizing and confronting is the same thing to me, though.
No, it's not.
Because once you recognize and you don't confront, there's something wrong with you.
That's
me,
not the
once
same
I recognize
thing.
if I see something I need to fix, I see it, I'm going to jump straight on it. I'm not going to let it. You know, some people don't. Well, I guess I see what you're saying because some people recognize it and don't confront it.
Exactly.
But me, I'm different.
Yeah.
I'm wired different. When I recognize it, I got to fix it. Because a lot of people, but a lot of people in different instances don't want to face the facts. You know, some people
they don't want to be
wanna
100.
face the facts. Yeah, keep it 100 with yourself.
Yeah. But the thing about about confronting it, it's like you have to have strength in confronting that. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to understand that it's not going to happen overnight. You're not going to get results overnight. You have to have a stick to it attitude. That's just like working out. We talk about this all the time. My husband went to go walk today, y'all.
Hold on.
I am so
Cut the tape. Hey, I know it was something I needed to say. Let me tell y'all, I've been taking supplements and vitamins for the last 3 days.
Yes.
And today I got up, and I guess it's working because I got up and I actually went to the gym. And when I went in there, I was like, this would have made me give up previously. I went in there, it was just one lady. She was going so hard on it, on that thing. So, it's just like 4 of them.
Yeah.
So I don't want to get over there by her. Then this other lady on the bicycle, it's on one of the new bikes they have. She going fast. And then this one man on the treadmill. So I get on one tread. They got the treadmill that's shaped like a U.
Yeah.
I know I wasn't finna get on that. So I got on the other one. I got on it and it wouldn't work, baby.
They probably had a social distance.
No, it wasn't work. I looked at the plug. I got on the one that was on, and every time it wouldn't go past weight. You know how as you push start and then you put your weight, and then it go L5. So that was messed up.
Okay.
So the other treadmill was by this old man down there walking so slow, but it worked, but it was right next to him.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's not right. So I looked at the bike that the lady was on. I don't know what kind of butt you gotta have to ride this bike. But mine ain't it. I sit on that bike. I said, whoa. Oh. I said, nah, I ain't gonna do this one. I did about 6 pedals and I'm like, nah, I can't take it. So I didn't go lift any weights or anything.
Yeah.
So I walked out. So when I was walking out to go back home, some told me, you can always go outside and walk. Yeah. And I did that, y'all. I walked 5 laps from my house. I probably walked the equivalent of 2 or 3 miles with that.
Yeah.
So I did that today, and I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I'm starting. You know, it starts in your mind.
Yeah.
I told myself in my mind, I said, I gotta make a change.
Yeah. With
my body. I'm finna beat this diabetes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm finna get my health right. You know, so no longer will I joke about working out. Y'all gonna see me eventually. I'm gonna be. Look how I'm coming here with my shirt off, do the whole show.
But that's a prime example right there of recognizing and confronting, because you recognize that you know that you have an illness. You recognize that you need to lose weight. You recognize that you want something different. You know, and that can be in any aspect of your life. It doesn't even have to be just about working out. But the next step and what you have to do, and this is a step that you have to do, no one can do it for you, is that you have to confront it. And that's what my husband did today, is that he got up and he went and confronted his issues, and so that he can get a better result. You understand? So you can't get a result if you don't confront it. Even if you recognize it, you're still not gonna get a result. Your result's gonna come from you confronting it and how you confront your issues and your bad habits and your flaws and things that are going on around you right now. The people that you're surrounding yourself with, bad relationships, whatever. You have to recognize that you're in a bad situation. You have to confront that so that you can get a better resolution. And the resolution I have is that you have to defeat it. Once you recognize it and you confront it, then you defeat it. Correct?
Oh, yeah, I guess. If you defeating it it don't happen overnight.
No, it does not.
Yeah, you just don't defeat it. But you do recognize it and you confront it. Mm-hmm. And then when you confront it, you got to take that time of recognizing and confronting it. Whatever process in those 2 steps, you got to get real with yourself.
Yeah.
I just really realized, I understand that I'm finna get some old wise saying now. No man can make a good coat with bad cloth. Man or woman.
That's true.
You cannot make a good coat with bad cloth.
That's true.
I mean, you can't change your life and your situations steady doing the same old rotten stuff that you're doing. It does not. It will not work. You can't fashion a pure life with bad principles. It won't happen. I mean, if you have bad principles, you're gonna have a bad life. You can't have a good government with bad men. We seeing that.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all, this is real stuff that I'm looking at.
Yeah.
You cannot. You have to practice what you preach.
Yeah.
So when you confront your issues and your bad habits and all this, and you recognize them, then you can only start defeating them.
Start defeating, yes.
Yeah, you can start.
Yeah.
And because God is the greatest power in you, you shall never be defeated.
That's right.
Let me tell you that.
Yeah.
You can't be defeated with what's in us, but you can't be a defense to what's against you until you know what's in you. If you don't know what the greatest power is that's in you, you'll never operate like you should. So that's what we're saying. You have to confront the negativity and the issues that you have, and you have to then and only then be ready to defeat them. Yeah. And when you defeat them, what will happen? Once you defeat like to me, I defeated something that was in me that was like lazy today. When I went, I felt like I defeated laziness because I could have easily went back home. Hey, I had stuff to do, but I went ahead and did that. I defeated that. And it's plenty other areas in life on a daily basis that you can defeat. You know what I'm saying? We're putting forth effort.
And and recognizing.
Yeah, recognizing. You gotta
taking
see
inventory.
You won't even, if you haven't taken the proper inventory of self, you won't even know where your flaws
You won't
is.
even recognize it.
Yeah, you won't. You just be thinking everything is la la la, but it's not.
Yeah.
So what do you do after you defeat it?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think that after you defeat it, you have to I'm sorry, that was our son. Should I answer that? Oh, I hung him up. Oh, sorry.
We'll answer when they call back.
Okay.
When they call back.
Okay. But no, I think that the biggest thing that, one second. Hello?
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 You on your
We
way,
keeping
Mom?
all this.
We're
Don't cut none of
we're
this.
in the middle of taping.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Okay, we'll be there as soon as we're almost done. We got about 15 more minutes.
I'll say you can get on Pat and Turner and come on down here. You know who Pat and Turner is?
Oh.
Pat your feet and turn the corner. You know who we are, but we'll be down there in a minute.
All right, bye. Okay. So once you defeat it, sorry about that, guys. But once you defeat it, I think you have to be consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, you gotta be consistent in all this.
Yeah.
Consistency is what gets you where you're trying to go.
Yeah.
You gotta be consistent. You have to do you gotta do what's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You gotta do what's not easy.
Yeah.
And what's not natural.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's natural for you to not work out. For me.
Yeah.
It's natural, but you gotta do what's not natural. You gotta just because you want to change. You know what we're saying is you want to change your mind to change your circumference, to change your situation.
Yes.
You want to change your finances.
Yeah.
You want to change stuff. You can't do the same thing.
That's right.
You gotta do something different.
Yes. And then with that, I mean, I have some affirmations that'll help with, with recognizing, confronting, and defeating, your issues and your bad habits and the things in your situation where you are. I mean, if you repeat these affirmations to yourself, you know what I mean? Like, let this be a daily thing. I know I wake up every morning and I thank God for letting me see another day, and I also speak to the power that's within me to tell me that I am successful, that I am, I am a good person. I am beautiful. I am, I'm saying I'm doing something productive today. That is what, I have to tell myself that, you know what I mean? And not only tell myself that, but I also see myself doing that, And so one of the affirmations that, I have a couple here, but not as many as my husband had last episode. So, but the first one...
Get your weight up then.
Shut up. The first one that I have is, I am proud of who I am and who I am becoming.
I think you got that one from me.
No, I did not. That. No, I did not.
I am proud of who I am.
And who I am becoming.
Who I'm becoming.
Yes, I didn't get that from you.
Okay. Y'all better go back and look at last episode.
Oh my gosh, whatever. Okay. And the next one is, I deserve a healthy relationship. I deserve a healthy relationship. Right?
Yeah.
You don't want to expound on my affirmations?
That's pretty self-explanatory.
Okay. I deserve a healthy relationship. And the next one is, I am what I do, not what I say I'll do.
Yeah, I can expound on that. Because actions speak louder than words.
Yes, it does.
A pair of lips will say anything.
A pair of lips will say anything. Okay?
Yeah.
Yes. I am what I do, not what I say I'll do. Yeah. The next one is, I am stronger than my excuses.
Whoa. That's a good one.
I'm stronger.
Some people's excuse is so tough. Just but you got to be stronger than your excuses.
Yes, I am stronger than my excuses. Okay, so you got to eliminate and put in your mind that your excuses don't matter. They don't matter. What matters is what you're going to do. That's what matters. Okay. The next.
Talk about it.
Well. Okay. The next one is, I live less out of habit and more out of intent. I live less out of habit and more out of intent. Meaning that I am living intentionally to do something that's going to be productive in my day.
Ooh, yeah, that's good right there too. Because I was studying something on that earlier on like cause and effect. When you have, like we talked about last week, I mean, you have exactly what you manifest.
That's right.
Like exactly what you plant is what you're going to reap.
Yes.
Because you reap whatever you sow.
Yeah.
So if you're sowing laziness, you're going to get
lazy result.
Yeah, you're going to get, but if you go hard at what you're doing,
yeah,
you'll be all right. So that's a good one.
I live less out of habit. And remember that your habit is subconscious. You do it subconsciously. It's not something that you really, really concentrate on doing. You know what I mean? Some things you just do out of habit. And so you have to really, that's where it becomes where you have to take inventory of yourself and what you're doing so that you are living less out of habit. And let me add an adjective there. Is that an adjective bad? A bad habit, living less out of bad habit and living more into good intent.
That's good.
Right? Okay.
Intentional, yeah, because you got to take an approach to your life where you are responsible for everything that you say and do. So every consequence that you get you should know what's coming. Yeah. Because your action in the first place was intentional. Yeah. Like I'm intentionally trying to do stuff to bless our family and bless us. I intentionally want to be a good husband on purpose, not on accident. Exactly. Like I want to just be a good father, even if I take self-inventory and see my flaws, but that's because I want to be better. Exactly. That's the only reason I look at my flaws. If not, you just live life like in a bliss. Yeah. Like just.
And my last affirmation is the secret to my future is hidden in my daily routine. The secret to my future is hidden in my daily routine. So what I do on a daily basis is going to determine my future.
It's going to who?
Determine. This is going to determine my future. Okay.
Determine. Yeah, you're right though. You're right though. Those are beautiful affirmations from my wife. Yeah. Yes. I love you. I love. Let me say this on record. I love my wife, man. You're my gift. Like really, real talk. Like she made me better. I mean, she helped me through so much stuff. If it wasn't for her, oh man, I'm just a man. Is blessed when he who finds a wife finds a good thing, and obtains favor from God. Yeah. Favor from God from the inside. Favor.
Like Mr. Brown said, you done found you a good one.
A good one.
Found you a better one.
A better one. I'm a better one. Hey, but let me tell y'all though, like for real though, change your thought pattern. Yeah. Your mentality, y'all. Yeah. We can't say that enough. Yeah. Cause this is wise every day. Abundant living. So that's how you do it, by changing your mind. Every day, switch your thoughts patterns up to what you want. Write down what you want. Never comb a bald head. What? Never comb a bald head.
You can't.
Exactly. So stop doing stuff that don't make sense. Combing a bald head. Stop going through the motions, doing stuff in life that don't make sense, and do stuff that makes sense on purpose.
Yeah.
Intentional. Start saying, I am healthy. I am wealthy.
Yes.
This is what I'm finna do to get to that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't get caught. Don't just say what you're gonna do or just sit in the same spot, wondering and wishing on something. Get up and do it.
That's right.
The world is yours. You can have it.
Yes.
Reach out and grab it. I heard that song at church. I seen a video of people at church. They would say, "You can have it. Just reach up and grab it." All that would do like this. I said, "You ain't reaching high enough, but you gonna grab something. You can have it. Just reach up and grab it. You like that." I'm reaching high. Goodness. I want it.
Well, also, guys, we just want to thank you guys for joining us today. But what I want to just let you guys know that we have little other segments of the Weal Spill on our channel. So if you don't mind going and go look at those videos, I have Mind to Heart. That's more about getting more in depth about your thinking and more about your the way that what you manifest in your heart and what you put in your mind will manifest in your heart and exhibit in your life. And then my husband, what is it called, babe?
Weal Spill.
He's working on a segment too. That's going to be more on the God based and more on scripture based, right? Mm-hmm. And so y'all just come on and just see us grow. We thank you for coming. We thank you for being a part of us. And we thank all of our Weal Spillers for being for our subscribers and everything. We thank you guys. Also, if you'd like to, go to our Facebook page and you can be a part of our community and become a real Weal Spiller. We also have... we're also on Instagram. So check it out on Instagram. So just please, you guys, just... come into the Weal Spill and see what our cup is running over.
That's good, because God empties the full.
Yes.
And he fills the empty.
That's right.
That's what God does.
All right.
He fills the empty and he empties the full. So don't be full of a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I want to say something else. Don't be full of it. And he who sits on the hot stove.
Oh my gosh, y'all rise. All right.
Peace.
Wise every day. Abundant living.
Oh
my gosh. You're so full.
Even Josh know that now. That is profound. Man, my granddad used to say stuff like that and I used to be like, man, but when I get older, oh my God, that has so many different meanings. like he used to say, an empty wagon make a lot of noise. And I think about that like back in the day, but think about it. A wagon that's empty, it's just clattering and jumping. And the person who empty always got something to say. Empty wagon make a lot of noise. But when you full, you don't make so much noise.
Yeah.
When you got something in your head, when you talk.
Oh, are you still?
You still? No, on the cool though, man. On the cool though. If you think about that, that's real, ain't it?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, them old folks, they might not have had a Harvard education, but they also had what all Harvard can't teach you.
And what's that?
Wisdom. They can only give you knowledge.
Podcast, Wise Every Day Abundant Living. And the one thing we want you to know before we depart is Christ loves you. So while you out there driving, while you out there living your everyday life, make sure you get the ultimate insurance, and that's Jesus Christ. Hey, we'll holler at you later. In the meantime, in between the slides, turn that frown upside down.